Alright everybody, and welcome to a new video. This is the Power of Thor Megaways as requested by Nighthawk. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can't spin our way into a bonus here. It'll be a 10,000 coin bonus if we could spin our way in. We are using the free gold coins you get for signing up at stake. There is a description down below with a link for you if you'd like to go ahead and see if you can sign up to get your own free coins every day to play with. I do believe this one has a gamble feature on the spins. So at some point we will try to gamble our way up to close to, if not max spins, but we probably also will lose all of our spins at some point. I don't know how easy this is to spin into or not. I just know you need at least 4 of the Thor symbols. I'm not really sure how to explain that any better, but you'll understand what I'm talking about when you see it pop up. Again, it's been a very long time since I've actually played this. I'm not even sure I've even played it on the channel. If I have, it's been forever since I did it. So thank you, Nighthawk, for calling me out on that. As far as everybody else, like I said, there you go. There's the T right there on the front. That's one of the Thor symbols. It spells out the word Thor. So anybody else that wants to see a specific game played on here, leave it in the comments below. I will definitely do it. If you don't believe me, ask Nighthawk. This is the 3rd or 4th request I've fulfilled of his for games. We got the last couple of spins here, then we'll get into some bonus buys. I'm going to do a little bit of a lower bonus buys to start with. I'm not going to jump right into the bigger ones because I want to see if we can't gamble our way up to some high spins here. May or may not at some point actually end up having to go get some more coins, but that would be okay if we did because, as I said, they're free coins, and it's okay if we lose them because there's always more, and then if I run out for some reason, there's another 10,000 coming tomorrow. But I've got quite a few from past winnings in the bank here. So you can see we have 10 spins. It gives us a chance to gamble for 14. Now again, if we lose, then we lose all of our spins and we end up with no free spins and we start all over again. In this case, we did get up to 14, so we're going to see if we can't get up to 18 here. Really want to see if we can't go for max spins, like just right off the bat here. That should be easy max spins there. Sorry, not max spins, 18 spins. Now we're going for 22. All right, max spins right off the beginning here, very first spins. That is definitely not a common thing that can happen, so let's go ahead and see what happens here. Oh, also there is a Thor hammer that can come in on those top 4 there. That is like a super multiplier. Obviously the multiplier goes up every time you hit a connection as well. You know, like several of the other games that are on here. So we get aces here to be able to make a connection. 9 in the middle would be great, or a jack up front. Neither one of those things happen. Thank you guys very much, by the way, for coming and watching the video today. I do appreciate you spending the time here. Again, it is nice to see all of the extra people that have come in lately. There's been a lot more views and a lot more activity on the account as far as people coming in and watching. So again, I do appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me every day here. No idea what possibly slid in there to save that one. We're already up to a 6x here. We're still 13 spins left, so with a little bit of help and one really well placed Thor hammer, this could go very, very well. Queens all the way across there for 720. Ideally, you want the Thor hammer either in there it is right there. We need to get the slide over though, and it will. Can we get a connection out of those first 2? You sure can with the 10s and the 9s. So that's a huge hit for 4,000. 4,326 on that gives us a profit in on our first buy already here, and it's going to go ahead and just keep going. Already up to a 10x. Would be great if we could see the Thor hammer twice. It's very rare you're going to see it twice. You almost need to have max spins to see that happen. But as I was saying, I appreciate everybody spending a little bit of time here with me. There's nothing more than I enjoy than being able to entertain you with a great video, and certainly with things that you want to watch. As I said, if you want to request something, leave it in the comments. I get to each and every one of them. And we are very quickly coming up on 100 subscribers here. Last time I recorded, I think we were just over 80, and as of the recording of this, we're at 90, so we're pretty quickly coming up on 100. So if you're not subscribed and you watch the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and help us run that number up. Ultimately, we're looking for 1,000, but to begin with, we'll start with 100, and then after that, we'll go for 250 and work our way up. But I need to know, what do you guys want for 100 subs? Do you want to do anything special? What do you want me to do? Do you want I don't know, like a special gameplay you want. I mean, what is it you want to see me do? So I definitely need somebody to leave me a comment below and tell me what they want to see done, and we'll see if we can't figure out something that's reasonable to do. I don't have access to a whole bunch of technology, but I could probably figure something out. It may not be right away. I may have to work at it a little bit. Just like we worked at that 7,700 coin win there from a 3,000 coin buy-in. We're going to go ahead and do another 3,000, see if we can't gamble our spins up again. I expect at some point we'll lose all of our spins because you can't possibly win all of the spins all of the time. In fact, there it is right there. Just like that, boom, 3,000 coins gone. We're going to go ahead and try that one more time. Hey, a nice little hit up front there with the symbols beforehand. That's got to be a good sign, right?
Prepare for glory.
Getting out of the 10 spins and into the 14 is really the key here. There you go. There's 6,000 coins gone in the blink of an eye. So I'm going to go ahead and bump this up to 5,000 coins. And keep our fingers crossed that doesn't happen 3 times in a row.
For glory.
I mean, the game can go on 10 spins. It can definitely do well on 10 spins. That's 3 in a row. That is unbelievable. We're just going to keep going here because I want to. That's really what it boils down to. I want to see if we can't get back up to a second round of max spins here, but we are quickly running out of coins. There we go. The rest of Thor finally dropped in there.
For glory.
I don't know how much I like that setup with all of those lumped together like that, but it's nice to see it go in the right direction for once. We get it to happen twice? Definitely cannot. And you don't get to go back down like you do in Extra Juicy Megaways. This one is straight up. You lose. I'm going to go ahead and do an 8,000 coin all-in buy-in here. And then probably have to go get some more coins. I realize this is sort of a foolish thing to do, but I'm going to go ahead and try it anyway because I think it'll be entertaining to watch. Look, it's Orth. I like it when they come in the wrong order like that. So instead of just spelling Thor, it just says Orth. All right, there's a guaranteed 14. Couldn't possibly have gone wrong in either side on that one. We'll see that happen again here. I mean, that was pretty close. You know, let's just take the 18 spins. I don't know if the extra 4 spins are really that important. And this is the 8,000 coin all-in buy here on 18 spins. So hopefully something really, really good happens here. We see some amazing connections. Nice to see one coming in off the start. King of the Third would be great, but it did not happen. And I know there's going to be a couple of dead spins, but I'm hoping there's not that many of them. Even if they're just the base symbols, just enough to get that multiplier up. Okay, that's like 4 in a row. That's too many. And we missed the hammer, then we only got half of it up top. So far, this is not looking promising. There's the second time with the hammer, second time missing it. Can we get some tumbles at least in here? No, nothing doing, huh? Hey, 18 spins. Sometimes it may not have been enough. I probably should have gone for 22. But time will tell. We get the hammer dropping in again. It is going to slide over to put the second spot in there. But nothing connects to be able to take advantage of it. That is a real shame. There you go. A bunch of queens and nines. That's a nice hit for a couple of thousand coins. Let's not stop it there. Let's drop a queen in that second row. Column, rather. There it is. And then 10 up front or a king in the third. I stand by what I said. 10 up front or king in the third. No doing. That nice hit with the queens and the nines all the way across there. Any sort of large symbol at this point with 8x is going to be pretty okay. That clears out most of the first couple of rows there. And will not drop in another connection. That is terrible to see. Nines all the way across. Gets us up to a 10x. No continuing with the tumbles. I really wish it would just keep tumbling. That's the whole goal, is to get it to keep tumbling. Sometimes the game just doesn't want to play. Here we go, get nines, maybe drop a jack in there. No jacks, no nothing. 57.64. Let's see what we can do here. We can do a 6,000 coin buy-in, so we're going to go all in one more time. This time I think we'll just take the 10 spins, just to see what 10 spins can do for us. I mean, we've seen 22 do roll, we've seen 18 flop. Let's see what 10 can do.
For glory.
Also, that's a terrible looking setup for the green connection up there. There'd be no knowing which way it's going to go. I'd really like to just see if we can do 10 spins, just watch this thing go absolutely off with the biggest win of the day on 10. I'd like to see that happen, but so far we're 3 spins in and haven't had a single connection. Make that 4. All right, hammer up front. Real shame to waste it on the 1x multiplier, but did give us a 1440 payout, which is nice. Starting to get those multipliers going a little bit, getting some of these connections running. So that hammer has popped up there on half view more times than I've ever seen playing this game. It's almost like it wants to come out and play, but it just can't bring itself. Okay, we've got 4 symbols matching there. That's pretty good. 5x coming in. No, the wild drops in. How about an ace up front? No doing with the ace up front. That would have been nice. Last spin. Definitely not doing us any good. Leaves us with 2,200. Bear with me just a moment. We're going to go get some more coins, and I will be right back. All right, and I am back. We're going to do 2 last buys here for 6,000. We're going to see if we can't take one of these up to a higher amount of spins to begin with. THOR right in line, just like that. That is nice to see. It would have been nice if they were on the same line, like in a perfect line, but I guess that's never going to happen. So we want to see if we can't gamble our way into something a little bit better here to begin with. Go back, go back. Okay, we just lost 6,000 coins. And we're going to give it one more shot here. I want one more buy before we finish the video where I can gamble my way up. Have to drop in the O and the R. So we get Orth once again. That's a terrible looking setup for the gamble. Let's hope it just happens to luck out in our favor. It does not. All right, one more time I'm going to go. When I'm going to grab some coins, I'll be back one more time. I mean, at this point, I'm really just hoping that we see something cool happen. I just want to be able to get the coins back up so it recognizes them. There we go. I just want one more really good, final spin here. There we go. Thor popping up. Let's see what we can do about gambling our way up to some bigger spins here. Really just looking to put in a good show for you, Nighthawk. This is your request, so I want to make sure it's a good looking video. All right, we got 14. Let's see if we can get back up to 18. Then we'll see about taking the 18. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go for it. We'll take a shot at 22 here. There we go. 22 free spins. This will be our last buy-in here. I got the extra 6,000 just in case we lost on that one again. So twice now we've been able to gamble our way up to the top amount of spins. We need a 9 to drop in, or a Viking guy up front. Neither one of those, but it's nice to see the connection happen up front there on the very first spin. Let's not let that magic stop. Oh, that was terrible. I'm sorry about that. We got the hammer up front, so we get guaranteed connections here. I wish there were better symbols, because then the hammer will disappear because it's up front. Everything will slide and nothing happens. Hopefully we see that hammer again. Nice to see it early so that we have a shot at getting it a second time around. But we need to make more connections with multipliers to be able to make it worth a while when it comes back around a second time. There we go. That's a pretty good connection. It's a decent symbol. Again, working that multiplier up. You need to see a queen drop in on that second row there. Did not happen. Wow, nice premium symbols up front, but nothing to connect with. All right, we get jacks there, so a 10 up front, 9 on the third. Either one of those would work. Now a 10 up front would definitely be a good connection. Maybe double kings? No. Down to our last 10 spins here. We're about halfway through. And we are 10% of the way back to where we started. But this is why I love playing these games, because sometimes you know, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get one really good spin, and next thing you know, boom, it's the whole thing. So you never really know. I just really have a feeling about this particular, bonus buy, but I mean, maybe a Viking up front or something. I can really think that might help. Maybe a king. 9x is a pretty good multiplier if we can get some really good connections on it. But while we're spinning down the last couple of spins here, again, thank you all very much for coming in. Again, this was a request from Nighthawk, so if you have a request, or Nighthawk, if you have another game you'd like to see play, by all means leave it below. You know I'll get to it. If you are not subscribed and you're watching, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. It definitely helps out the channel for me. It helps out the channel for you in the long run, because then I'll be able to do cooler stuff as we go down the line, as things open up and become available to me. Certainly hit that like button to let me know you enjoyed the video. It's not the way we were hoping to end up, but that's okay. Power of Thor, that one was for you, Nighthawk, and I will see you all in the next video.